All right, so in the real estate business, leads are the lifeblood of the business. It's like oxygen to your business. And what do leads turn into? Appointments, and appointments turn into closings, and closings turn into cash in your business, and that's called revenue, and revenue is oxygen to a business. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to find leads for wholesale real estate. All right, my name is Brent Bowers and I run a $1 million real estate business and wholesaling company. In this video, I'm gonna show you several of the ways to get the hottest leads ready to go, ready to sell your house. These are motivated sellers. I'm not talking about, buying stuff off the MLS. Rookie thinks that they can go and find deals. There's no deals on the MLS, and if there is, they're getting bid up by all the investors, all the guys with deep pockets and cashier's checks, flying out their pants. In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how me and my team get real estate wholesale deals every single day. All right, I've told you a little bit about where I am now. I've got a team of 7, but I didn't start there. I started with no money. Like, I didn't have money to put down, and I found out that wholesaling was a very wholesome way of finding a property, finding a piece of land, finding a house at a maximum discount, and that's by talking to motivated sellers, getting that property under contract, and then selling that contract. Why did I start out like this? How did I start out like this? I was in 2013, the Army had sent me to school to be an Army officer, and I was going to a private school. I already had 3 rental properties, and these things were sucking me dry. Like, my Amex was maxed out, my Capital One was maxed out, my Home Depot account was maxed out, and now it was time to make these payments. I had literally extended myself a little too far. I literally used to own a business. I owned 3 I had 3 rental properties, and I still do have these properties, and the bank loaned me the money on these properties, but I had to pay money back. So I also was going to private school and paying an absolute fortune for that. So I had some bills to pay. So I figured out a way to start wholesaling houses and making quick cash. And how did I do that? I found a list called the Notice of Default. These are people that are behind on their mortgages, not paying their mortgage payment. In Liz pendens is what they call it. But basically, where else would I find more of a motivated seller than someone that's about to lose their house in a short period of time? Where did I find this list? I found this on Propstream. Go to landsharkslist.com for a 7-day free trial, and you can find this exact same list that I'm using. There's a link below in the description, but I found this list, and I literally would go and door knock until I found a deal. I got the property under contract. I paid exactly what the seller owed on his mortgage and got this thing sold to a cash buyer within 7 days, and that first one turned into a second one, and then so on, rinse and repeat. And that's where it brings me to today. All right, so let's talk about the free places first. Most people starting out in real estate, don't have a huge budget, a massive budget. You can't just jump on TV and radio, which by the way, I am on TV and radio now, but I did not start there. So just remember that. You gotta start somewhere. I remember me and my wife, we would put the baby to bed and then we would write letters in the basement. Now, this sucked. Like, no one wants to work a full 12-hour day and then have to go in their basement and write letters at night to mail out. But you've got to start somewhere. But let's talk about the free places first. There's something called Facebook, and there's something called buy-sell groups in there, buy-sell trade groups, buy-sell yard sale groups. You name it, there's a group for almost everything now. And what we do to get free leads is you post a picture of an ugly rundown house in your market. Be careful, don't just go snap a picture of someone's house. Maybe do it with your house, or just find one on the internet, but be just careful about that. And just say, hey, I buy houses. I pay all cash, no repairs needed, quick closing, and you will get calls from that. You'll get messages from that. And you might have to stick to this for 90 days before you get a deal. But if you do it long enough, it's free and you will eventually get leads. And at the end of the day, it's all about the leads that turn into appointments, and the appointments turn into contracts, and contracts turn into closings. And that's what puts revenue, cash in your pocket. All right, next free place is Craigslist. Craigslist.com is an absolute gold mine. I have friends all the time that just scan Craigslist and they call the people that list their house on Craigslist and go and meet them, build rapport, earn know, like, and trust. Most people just want to feel seen, heard, and understood. So they're going on these appointments and talking to these sellers and figuring out ways to serve them. And in the meantime, they're getting these properties at a discount. and this is how another way of a free way of getting leads. All right, I want to tell you one of my most favorite ways of getting leads, and this does not cost very much, but it's actually an investment in technology. It's going to save you a lot of time and effort. But one of my best ways of getting leads that we've all heard about, it's called driving for dollars. What does driving for dollars mean? It means we're just driving around looking for ugly houses. You know, the houses in Florida when they have the blue tarps on the roof, or the houses in Colorado when they don't shovel their snow, or if you see high grass like to your knees, or graffiti on the side of a house, or a lot of trash, or high weeds. This is called driving for dollars. You can literally take a picture with your phone and it will put a pinpoint, and you make sure that you're on the right house, and you can send mail to these people automatically with this app. And I'm going to give you the link right now, but it's also below in the description. So the link to this is below in the description, but it's called dealmachine.app.com/TLS, as in the land sharks. It's called Deal Machine. It's below in the description. It'll get you a free trial. It'll get you a discount on your first month. Definitely use this. It's going to explode your business. You can send mail directly from this, and these people receive a postcard with their ugly old house on the front of it. And sometimes these are landlords and they don't realize their house is absolutely getting trashed. There's broke down cars out front. There's the roof's leaking, and they get this letter and they call and they're like, who are you and why did you send me a picture of this house? This is my house. And we get a conversation like, yeah, sir, or ma'am, we're looking to buy houses in the area, and we strike up a great conversation and purchase the house. All right, let's talk about more paid ways to send mail. Mail is what I recommend. It's the most passive, easiest way to get started. You can set this and forget it. I already talked to you about notice of default, the people that are behind on their mortgage, Liz Pendens, all the same thing. But I love to mail this list. Where do you get this list? You can get it from landsharkslist.com by pulling that list from Propstream. You can also get it from your county treasurer's office or a title company. Sometimes you can get this free from a title company, but you definitely want to mail this list a postcard. And I'm going to give you a postcard at the end of this video. I'm going to give you my postcard that I use to bring in millions of dollars in revenue with this one little postcard that's going to be yours today as my free gift. But who we haven't mailed this list? You know, you can do the driving for dollars where they actually mail it for you directly in the app. But I want to give you my actual mail house that I've been using since 2015 now. And that's by going to landofferletter.com. That's landofferletter.com. There's a link below in the description. They will mail your list. Whatever list you give them, plus that postcard I'm going to give you here in just a few minutes, that is going to be done for you. They merge it for you. It's called mail merge. It's all taken care of. You just got to give them your return address and your phone number that you want to use for it. All right, next I want to talk about this $1 million postcard, and I'm going to give you the link for it. But before I do, I want you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Click that subscribe button. It's going to bring you great luck. I'm always coming out with content 5 days a week and sharing with you exactly what we're doing with my business, my team. I mean, I only have a team of 7. I know guys out there that have teams of 14, and we're earning more revenue than they are because we keep these things tight. You know, our average assignment fee is $42,000 on a wholesale deal. All right, so you probably see a snippet of this postcard. The first thing on the top left-hand corner is my return address. Do not use your home address. You never want anybody to show up unannounced at your house. I like a post office. I personally use a UPS box. Some people use virtual mailboxes, but I like to get these letters when they get returned. We can skip trace these letters and call these people. Actually call these people, because guess what? No one else is mailing them for their house. But if you can figure out a way to call them, you're probably gonna be the first one they've talked to because they haven't been getting mail for this house. The next is the actual owner, the seller of the property, and then in the next screen is basically saying, I'm going to read exactly what it says here. My name is Brent, and I'd like to buy your land. This was my land postcard. You could do the same thing with the house. Just change land to house. And I told you about landofferletter.com. Tara will edit this for you. You don't have to change anything. They'll do it for you. At 284 Meadow Lane. If you'd like a quick, no hassle sell at a fair price, please text or call me direct so we can talk. 555-555-5555. God bless Brent. And then, as promised, here's where you can get this free gift. If you head on over to thelandsharks.com/postcard, you're going to have to put your name and your email, and we will email you that $1 million postcard. That way you have a copy of it. You don't have to screenshot this. I'm going to send you the exact postcard that I use.